Hey, welcome into Sports and Shenanigans, where women's sports and pop culture collide. I'm your host, Jillian Carol Latrinko. Thank you so much for joining us today, whether you're on YouTube or listening on a podcast. We appreciate you being here. We're hanging out on the Kansas City Sports Network, and we are powered by Cary, a woman-owned brand that aims to celebrate female athletes, and that's what we do here on Sports and Shenanigans. We bring amazing athletes doing incredible things. And today I'm pumped because we have a young athlete doing really big things. We have Avani Brandt, defender for Stanford, and also, well, just graduated. So congratulations, Avani. But also doing some really big things. And you are joining Casey Current 2 to play in the TST coming up here in a couple quick days over in Cary, North Carolina. Avani, first of all, just so excited to get some time with you today. Thanks for joining us. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm super excited. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
Yeah, oh, you're so kind because really, we're snagging you when you're like traveling. You have a game today. You've got a couple games in St. Louis before you head over to North Carolina. So we're very grateful. We'd love to get to know you a little bit. So take us back to your days at Stanford or even beforehand and just kind of walk us through your soccer journey. I love that you're a fellow New Yorker. Shout out to NYC. I don't get to chat with many New Yorkers, but I'm excited to learn a little bit about your story. Just talk us through a little bit about your journey with soccer.
Yeah, so obviously, as you said, I got the opportunity to play with Stanford for my collegiate career, and I was able to play there for all 4 years, which was a dream come true. You know, being from New York and then being able to go out to California to play, it was like a whole nother world. And I had looked up to these players for a majority of my childhood because Stanford was my dream school. So going out there freshman year to play was super amazing. And I was able to play with players like Naomi Girma, Sierra Angie, Madison Haley, Kennedy Wesley, and a whole other roster of girls that I had just looked up to and who are now having amazing careers. And so my freshman year, I was able to play a lot alongside Naomi Girma, which I consider a highlight because she's amazing. And following that season, I was able to be called up to the U20 national team camp with the U.S. team. And that was also super amazing. I was able to play against Costa Rica, and that was super cool. And once again, a childhood dream come true. My sophomore year, Stanford was able to secure the Pac-12 Championship. My junior year, we were able to go to the Natty ultimately, and that was just such a competitive environment. And honestly, I consider one of the most elite games I've ever played in, and that was really awesome, exactly where I want it to be. And my senior year, this past season, we were able to go to the College Cup again. And same thing, it was just a competitive culture, and that was amazing. And now I'm hoping to continue making highlights in my post-grad career in soccer and keep moving forward.
Oh, you're so humble. I love it. You pointed out some incredible highlights. I also think you guys were at one point the number one defense. And there's
Yeah.
many other accolades. Obviously, you mentioned Pac-12 champion, 2 College Cup appearances, all Pac-12 freshman team, and this one is so important as well, ACC All-Academic Team. So not only are you a stalwart in the defensive side of Stanford and so much of their success, but in the classroom, you're kicking butt as well. Talk to us about what you major in.
I majored in, it's kind of a casual major. It's called Science, Technology, and Society. And I took that because it allowed me to graduate early. So I graduated in 3 years and a quarter. Um, and that was something I thought would be really important because at the time when I made that decision, there was a draft for the NWSL, which would take place in January. But obviously, with that being abolished, things have changed. But ultimately, when I made that decision for that major, it was with the draft in mind. But that major essentially covered biology, bioengineering, and psychology, and I hope to pursue a career in healthcare following my career in sport. So that's been super interesting, and I love learning. I mean, what's awesome about Stanford is you have the best of athletics and the best of academics, so you're able to excel in both areas, which I found really awesome.
Yeah. Well, equally impressive, your success on the pitch and in the classroom. And you brought up Naomi Girma, obviously, another defender coming out of Stanford. One of the most intelligent women I think I know would be Alana Cook. Now, your time with Alana, you didn't get time with her, correct?
No.
Just barely missed, yeah. But now
Yeah.
that you're graduated, I know that the TST is coming. But I want to go back to, you mentioned wanting to be in the medical field. Obviously, you've been planning, to continue your soccer career, which is incredible and very impressive. Tell me a little bit about who's been an inspiration in your life, whether it be on the soccer field or in the classroom. Who are some of your heroes? Who are some of the people that inspire you?
Yeah. I mean, I think there are a lot of people that I can draw inspiration from, and I think that's something I'm very grateful for, just coming from Stanford, and also just the people that I have in my life. I'm infinitely grateful for them. I would say that my biggest inspiration, as cheesy as it is my mother. Um, I think from childhood, I had always said that I wanted to be a professional soccer player. And when you're a child, you have such lofty dreams. I think everybody says, oh, I want to be a professional soccer player. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a famous pop star. But as you get older, sometimes those tend to fade out. But I was always dead set on being a professional soccer player. And I think my mom really helped support me and guide me in anything that I needed. And she never strayed away from hard work that might be needed. And she's truly just a beautiful woman inside and out, one of the hardest working people I know. And not only did she help me whenever I needed it, but just as a testament to her character, what she did in her own life. And she's a nurse practitioner and she's also an entrepreneur. And so being able to have somebody as powerful as I believe that she is to look up to is honestly amazing. And I draw inspiration from her every day.
That's so sweet. It's so powerful to have someone in your life, as a role model, but really living what she's preaching, right? And it sounds like she might be doing that for you. So cool. What about your soccer heroes? Obviously, we keep talking about Naomi Girma, like just one of the best in the world. But anyone else that you have maybe played with or maybe not played with, maybe you remember watching growing up, who comes to mind when I ask about your soccer heroes?
Yeah. And I mean, once again, I could rave about Naomi for forever. I mean, she being able to play again with her at center back at Stanford my freshman year, it just taught me so much. And I'm so in awe of everything that she's achieving. It's so she earned every single ounce of that and deserves everything. I would also say growing up, being able to see the national team and watch the U.S. national team when they were just absolutely dominating the global competition was something amazing. And I had pictures of so many of them hanging on my wall, specifically Becky Sauerbrunn and Ali Krieger. I loved watching them play. And I would honestly say another one of my soccer heroes is Katerina Macario. And she's just such a creative player and so fun to watch, so dynamic. And even though she's not in my position, I just love watching her play. And coming also from Stanford, being able to come out of the same program as her is something I think is super cool.
Yeah. Amazing. I love that. We are going to jump into TST, which you're joining Casey Current to play in this tournament. But we're going to take a quick break. We're going to step aside here from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Guys, stay with us. We've got more from Avani.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your #1 source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com.
Success in real estate takes more than vision. It takes the right financial partner. When someone takes something rundown and turns it into something great, that's called a comeback story, like Brain Group. They take distressed properties here in KC, completely rework them, and then turn them into valuable real estate. But that kind of work needs the right bank behind it. Enter Emprise Bank. They're not about cookie-cutter loans. They saw Brain Group's vision, backed them, and now they're making big moves in Kansas City real estate. Talk about your partner in possible. Emprise doesn't do one-size-fits-all financing. They invest in potential and back growth. Visit emprisebank.com/KC to learn more. Emprise Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks, it's playoff time, and if you're still just watching games, then you're missing out. With Pick 6 from DraftKings, you can turn your hoops knowledge into real cash. Just make your picks, track your score, and if you hit all 6, you're looking at bigger payouts than Prize Picks Flex Plays. Nobody's dropping better payouts than Pick 6. Hit 6 picks, and that's 25 times your cash. And if you beat your competition, you could be looking at a 500 times bag in your pocket. And right now, new customers can get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry. Here's what you got to do. The playoffs are on, so why not take a shot at making a little money while you're watching? Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app right now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN to play $5 and get $50 in bonus picks. Better payouts, bigger wins, only on Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
And we're back with more sports and shenanigans, hanging out with Avani Brandt, just freshly graduated from Stanford soccer, where she was a brick wall in the back line for the Stanford team there. Obviously now we're having her on because she is part of KC Current 2, and she's playing in the TST coming up in just a short couple days here, the soccer tournament. So Avani, talk to us a little bit about why TST. What are you hoping to get out of this experience?
I mean, hopefully we're trying to get $1 million out of it. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just such a quick and fast-paced environment. And honestly, I'm super excited to just be in. I love pickup. I love fast-paced small-sided games. So I'm just so excited to continue to grow my game and just play. It was super awesome because I just remember last year TST being all over my feed, and to be a part of something with that that so many people find joy out of and people are excited about. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it is certainly like a unique tournament. Obviously, we were talking about it a couple weeks ago with Jenny Chu. It's almost like a soccer festival, we felt like. But you mentioned it. It's fast-paced. It's small-sided. As a defender, from your perspective, how does this change the game for players? Is it going to change your tactical plans? Is it going to change how you approach the match?
Yeah, totally. And I think the biggest change for me is the no offsides as a defender. That really is messing with my mind a little bit. But I think it definitely puts in it definitely forces you into a more attacking position. Right? And so it's small-sided, smaller fields and rolling subs. It's just high pace, and especially with the target score period where you need to end on a goal.
Yeah.
I think that makes it a much more attacking minded sort of gameplay, and also allows you to be competitive until the very last whistle. So even if you're losing by the time the second half is done, you still have a chance to come back. And I think that'll create a more, well, I mean, I keep saying competitive, but it's going to be intense and competitive. That's ultimately what's going to happen. And just absolutely, hopefully, jam-packed and risk-taking and going towards goal.
Yeah, I feel like it reminds me of like sudden death overtime, but like from the first whistle. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. But it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. So talk to us about KC Current 2. What can you tell us about your teammates? Did you know any of them beforehand? Obviously, you're getting some games in, so hopefully you guys are gonna be able to, build your chemistry and everything. But talk to us about your teammates on KC Current 2.
So I was able to come in here with my best friend from my team at Stanford. Her name is Samantha Williams. And so we've been able to prep here together. And we have another friend, Skylar Briggs, who was at Cal. So we were able to play against her a couple times. And Sammy knows her just through the California soccer club lore and everything. But yeah, so I've played against a couple of the girls as well this past year, like Lydia and Bella, just through the rounds of ACC and the tournament as well. But now being able to officially like prep with them on a team and meet everybody, it's been super amazing. And they're all so hardworking, and a lot of them know each other just being from Kansas or just through playing with this program for a couple of years, and they've opened us with open arms, and that's been amazing. And it's been super fun to prep with them.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have had a really great prep. a handful of games, and then obviously training. So you get to train at the University of Kansas Health Systems training facility, of course, Kansas City Current's first team's training facility. What has that been like for you as a recent college graduate with aspirations to play in the NWSL? Now you're getting to go to the facility, and to be honest, it's one of the top-notch facilities in the league for sure, if not the world. But how's that been for you? Has that been exciting?
Yeah, it's been so exciting. And I definitely agree with you with it being one of the most world-class facilities. Yeah, every day when we step out, I've never seen more beautiful grass, to be honest. It's awesome, and they water it and everything. It's perfect. It's where you want to be prepping for anything. And so having the opportunity to train on those facilities has been awesome. And not for nothing, the facilities are one thing, but the staff is another, like world class as well. They've been so helpful, and just seeing how much they care and how much they can develop you in just a couple of weeks, honestly, has been amazing. And they truly know what they're talking about and can help guide you. And that's been super awesome to learn under them as well. And it's been awesome to see how they've invested in this club and how much they put into it. And being able to be a part of that has been really cool. And I'm just very grateful to be here.
Yeah. It truly is a unique culture. Anything the City Current touches or has their name on just is the highest standard, which is so cool. Okay, so you guys are playing Wrexham Drunken Monkeys, which is so funny, and then the Ultrain FC. Have you done any studying on your opponents, or is this really just more about you and your team?
I would say it's more about our team. I've looked at their rosters. They look great, but I know me and I know our team, and I know that we want to win. So that's kind of the mindset we're going into with this. And we're excited to play some good competition, but we're excited to see who comes out on top ultimately.
Yeah. And then outside of your bracket are, other teams as well. We mentioned earlier we have had Jenny Q on the show, who's a former North Carolina Tar Heel. But there are some former U.S. women's national team players sprinkled throughout some of these rosters. Is there anyone that you're so excited to be playing against, or I'm sorry, not against, but in the same tournament? Anybody that you are hoping to maybe run into on the sidelines at all?
I would be so excited to meet Hope Solo. She's so cool and she's awesome. And I think being able to play against her would be so cool. And I know Heather O'Reilly will be there as well, and that would also be amazing. Just any of them, to be honest. I'd be awestruck. So
yeah. Oh, that's so cool. That's kind of the unique part about this TST. And it's more just like a celebration of the game and the people. Well, this is so cool. Again, I think you represent a lot. I think you represent a youthful, talented generation that is ready and willing to do anything it takes to prepare to go pro. So we are obviously wishing you all the best in the TST. Can't wait to see how KC Current 2 does. And then, of course, your future endeavors after that. Maybe this will lead to, who knows, some big things happening for you on the pitch. But Avani, we're so grateful for your time. Thank you so much for joining us today.
thank you so much for having me. This is amazing.
Yeah, best of luck. Bring home that $1 million, girl. We'll be waiting.
I will. I'll try my best.
All right. Well, safe travels and best of luck at TST. This has been Avani Brandt, recent Stanford grad, member of KC Current 2, heading to the TST. So you can check her out online. If you're in Cary, North Carolina, snag your tickets. Go check out KC Current 2. But hey, thanks for listening to Sports and Shenanigans today. We genuinely appreciate it. Tell a friend if you enjoyed the show. Have them follow us. Rate our show if you don't mind, YouTube or anywhere you listen to your podcast, and follow us on Instagram. But that's it for today. We've got more shenanigans coming at you next week. Avani, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.